History is above me, I do not see. From the sea, from out the door, I'm not for. It's time to go, cause it is cold, cause it is North Pole. And that was the first, form of music that I wrote. It was from a do-now, in school. We always used to have to, get these do-nows and just, I guess, write about whatever we're thinking or whatever's on our mind. I remember just, always writing mines in the form of poetry. And then I moved on to, battle rap. Y'all see Ferg rapping now. You want to do it too, rapping, but with a different style. You want to do it too. We roll like the 2 Live crew do now. I tell my nigga, don't stop, pop that pussy, and let me see him doodle brown. Cause he's scared, so he shit in his pants. And his man scared too, so he shit on his man. But look, I got a girl, and she don't be playing. She cut bitches like Diddy and making a band. But yo, I can't stand boys. That's why I carry a little deuce, and it's louder than slam doors. And the whip, the shit transform. Boom, they call this shit Luther cause the van draws. So no matter how you put it, man, you gonna lose. And I'ma murk you while your girl in the other room. If she got the heater, I'ma sneak her like running shoes. Then put the hammer to your head like a fucking screw. And if you hit screw, then nigga fuck you too. Cause y'all, that's how we used to rap back in the days. You wanted to disrespect people with your words. People looking out their windows. Old ladies is looking. Crowds around you. Sometimes it was money on the line. Sometimes fights even broke out. It was very theatrical. It was a lot of, we got a Mac that'll go rock, da. It's all of that. It was fun. When I first started writing lyrics, I was a battle rapper, so I never wrote in a form of a song. I never wrote a hook, a 16. It was 72 bars. I write until there's no more pages left in the composition notebook. Me and my friend Zani, we used to always come to each other's house yo, how many raps you got today? He yo, I just finished 3 raps. Damn, I only got 2. He used to have a whole computer full of raps. He yo, I just got 5 in today. How many bars each? 32, 72. That was a thing for us. It was like boxing. It was a sport. One day I was man, it was really challenging for me to write a girl song, really heartfelt, something that I was going through. And then with that thought came structure. All right, if I write a song for the females, it can't just be a battle rap, it's different from that. I have to structure it now because girls like hooks. Shabba was interesting. It's almost like one of them things that you can just miss. That was around the time Rick Ross had the song Big Meech out, where he sang about these legendary people that he looked up to or idolized. And I was like, who do I look up to and who do I idolize? So I thought about Selena, which is probably random for some people. And then I thought about Shabba. I heard the beat and then I just said, Shabba Ranks. Just playing around with people that I idolize in a way Rick Ross would do Big Meech. And that's how it happened, the chant. And I'm oh, let me lay this down. And it's not me thinking twice about it, not thinking whether people is gonna get it or whether kids is gonna get it because Shabba is not in their generation. I just did it. I'm talking throughout the whole song as if I'm like Shabba Ranks, 10 gold chains like Shabba Ranks. 1 gold tooth like Shabba Ranks. Just things I can remember from watching BET when I was a kid and seeing Shabba Ranks. He was very flashy, had all the girls around him, so he was GQ. You know what I'm saying? I think what really was the killer was the melody of the song. It's almost like a little kid's song, like babies could remember it. It was something I was watching on YouTube, where they said kid songs, it's easy to remember because of the melodies. So I think I kind of applied that to what I was doing in the verse. And then usually the second verse, I always switch up the melody, but I'm nah, I'm just gonna keep it the same way, and it worked. Kids think that I'm Shabba Ranks. They think that's my nickname or something. I've been in museums looking at art and then I'll hear Shabba. And I'm looking back and they calling me Shabba. It's interesting because anybody who bothers to Google Shabba, it opens up a whole nother world to you. Now you got the whole Jamaican culture. You just discovered Shabba Ranks. So it's almost I gave his name and career legs by leading on his legacy. Usually the first idea is the best idea. The first thing you blurted out is what you felt. That's what will resonate through people. With New Level, I did that. With Shabba, I definitely did that. I didn't think twice about the hook. Work, I did that. But Work verse, the remix verse, I wrote that 3 times. And it was actually a better turnout. And the reason why I wrote it 3 times is because I was trying to find the right pocket. The first pocket was good, but I didn't feel like people could recite it easy enough. Second one was too fast, like I was just impressing myself. Third one was just like a fine balance between the both. It was like a little fast and fun for people to sing along with, but then I had like the slow down call and responses that the crowd could participate with. Plain Jane was very simple. I heard Juicy J's Slide With My Knob and said, damn, nobody did this again. With hip hop music, we don't really embrace other rappers. And I feel like Juicy J made a rack of great songs. That was just one of the songs that I used to hear like in junior high school and people used to go crazy over. And I just kind of wanted to revamp it and like take my shot at it. I didn't think about like the pressure of being better than his song. When I got to the hotel, I got 2 phones, so I played like Slide My Knob instrumental on an iPhone, and then like I wrote on the other phone. It's interesting because the hook is kind of chanty, but it's not in a way of like being repetitive chanty. Ride with the mob, hamdulillah, check in with me, and do your job. Ferg is the name, Ben Baller did the chain, Toner for the watch, Prezi Plain Jane. Yeah, it's probably like 8 bar. That could have been a verse. I kind of wish that the verses would have been shorter so we could get to the hook faster. Lately, I haven't been writing. With Pro Tools, you don't have to write. It's like you go there and you piece your verse up together. It's hard to kind of write melody. So it's like I go in there and do the melody first. With that melody, words come out. It's weird. And then I kind of like think like, what does that sound like? And then I'm like, oh, I could kind of puzzle this word and it just all comes together as a picture, which is the song. It takes too long to write. Writing is annoying sometimes. Like, it's like so old now. I will always do music I feel like the same. I'll just add more elements to it. It's not just like, you know, being a rapper hopping on top of beats that people send me. I always love Rick Ross ad-libs. Like when I first started rapping, I kind of was using his ad-libs. But I was like, man, that's kind of corny. I can't use another man's ad-libs. I gotta make my own ad-libs up. Listening to different genres took my mind out of what I was doing and gave me some luggage to bring back to hip-hop versus just kind of snagging everything. So hip-hop needs me.